Hold on, I'm gonna bring these wings out to you. So pay attention, y'all. And listen, I'm about to really fuck y'all up. This is why the feds kept that nigga out of jail. Because Mo3 was about to go down by the feds, my nigga, because Rayburn Turnpike is federal commission. That's a federal turnpike, y'all. That's owned by the feds. That's a federal turnpike. Rayburn Turnpike that go all the way from Louisville, the Colony, Frisco, Plano. That is a federal turnpike. So them niggas was done. How you doing? Give me 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute. Yeah, they was done, y'all. That is a federal turnpike, y'all. Rayburn Turnpike is a federal turnpike. That's why the feds automatically was fucking with your boy, Shaun G. You think if Louisville police knew the car belonged to Shaun G, you think they didn't know? You think the feds didn't know? You think the feds didn't know? So now we know that Shaun G was helping the feds put Mo3 away. Shaun G was going to use that to get out of his situation with that gun. The gun charge that he got. Mo3 just so happened to die before he could finish doing what he was doing. Mo3 literally died in the midst of Shaun G working his case off. Shaun G was literally working for the federal government in the midst while he was around Mo3. Mo3 didn't even know it. Mo3 didn't even know it, y'all. That's why the feds gave Shaun G a PR bomb. Now y'all know why he had a PR bomb. Now we know why. Because he was willing to give them all the information pertaining to the shooting on Yellow Beezy. He was working. I told y'all niggas in the beginning, nobody wanted to believe me. I told you. Now we know why. Your boy, Shaun G, walked out of the feds and paid no money. Now we know why the so-called boogeyman didn't have to pay no money. No money. Now you know why, y'all. Now you know why the boogeyman walked in and walked out of the feds. Easy. PR bomb. The boogeyman, the so-called nigga that run Oak Cliff, the so-called boogeyman walked in the feds and walked out with a PR bomb. Now y'all know why. They told y'all today. Why? Mm-hmm. Now y'all know why. Keep telling y'all, man, all y'all gotta do is pay attention to niggas when they talk, man. Now y'all know motherfucking why. This nigga walked in and walked out. I kept telling you, I said, how this nigga get locked up by the feds? and get a PR bond. How many niggas you know get a PR bond in the feds, my nigga? I told y'all that. I said, man, you telling me this nigga got a PR bond? You telling me they let this nigga out for free? You telling me this nigga didn't have to bond out for nothing? He ain't have to give him $2? This nigga didn't have to give him $1? You telling me this nigga ain't have to give the federal government $3? He didn't have to give him $3, my nigga, not even $3. You got it. He ain't even have to give him $3, y'all. He walked in, walked out, didn't pay no money. Straight PR bond. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that until I brought it up, because I went and dug his paperwork up and do what I do. Because I know people that's connected to people, and they went and told me, like, look, that nigga got a PR bond. That nigga was talking. He was working something off. He was working in the feds. That's how he got a PR bond. So now we know. Let's go. Now we know, y'all, that your boy got a PR bond because the feds was already talking to him about the Yellow Beezy shooting. Now we know. The feds was already talking to Shaun G about the Yellow Beezy shooting because his car was the minivan used in the shooting. His minivan was used to shoot Mo3. So you know what that means? They already knew that Shaun G and Bubba was the one who committed the shooting. They already knew. They already knew that Shaun G and Bubba was the ones who committed the shooting on Yellow Beezy. Why? Because Shaun G told them. Shaun G told them. And then what happens? What happens? Mo3 finds out that Shaun G gets picked up by the feds because it's a federal case, because it happened on Rayburn Turnpike, which is owned by the federal government. Mo3 start distancing himself from Shaun G. Once Mo3 start distancing himself from Shaun G is now talking to the feds and giving them information, because he got to cooperate now. He got to cooperate with the feds because Louisville PD done told the feds this nigga minivan was the one that shot at Yellow Beezy. Louisville police contact Yellow Beezy and they say, well, you sure you don't want to work with us? Louisville police contact Conway. They contact Marquise Conway and they say, you sure you don't want to work with us? Your life on the line. You sure you don't want to work with us? You don't want to press charges? Because that minivan is tied to Mo3 head security. It's registered to the head security of Mo3, Melvin Noble. Yellow Beezy says, I don't want to cooperate. Yellow Beezy says, I don't want to cooperate.